Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to CAYNE. In the last episode we managed to open the gate of the electrified fence with the elevator on the other side. So the way to the elevator is now open, and hopefully that elevator will lead us out of here. However, unfortunately we can't get to the elevator just yet because Samantha, that creature that killed us a few times in the last episode, is still out there, so we have to deal with her somehow. And if I understood correctly, we have to calm her down by getting one of those maggot grubs from that one green room with those maggot thingies on the other side of the glass. So we have to get one of those, and for that we need a canister of some sort. And then I noticed that, wait a minute, there's this one room where we haven't been in, and I didn't even notice that the door that was, or the barrier that was blocking our way to get to this room disappeared at some point. And here we have Dr. Adams, and here is his PDA, so we're about to read that real soon. And then we also picked up this fire suppression cylinder, so I assume that we have to use this to extinguish the fires of that one broken elevator in that one big hall with lots of locked doors. So without further ado, let's continue with the rest of the game, and let's read this PDA. If I remember correctly, there's lots of updates to read. Okay, let's see. Okay, well there's not that many, but there's quite a bit of text still, at least in the first one. So, February 14th. The Day of Love. Not that it means much to a senescent bachelor like me, but oh, an old man can dream, can he not? For old men have nothing but dreams to keep them awake in the sleepy, languorous twilight of their years. One might suppose, and a dream of love is a salve on this chap's unrealized passion, his grief, his regret. My work in the facility is a different matter entirely, however. CAYNE has already been delivered to us in stasis, and I still haven't succeeded with even a single subject. A most exasperating problem indeed, not least as this would be only the start of my own ambitions, my own renaissance. Dr. Malan's research has demonstrated that consciousness is nothing more than a program, a set of equations and instructions and conditional arguments. It can be replicated, and it can be transplanted, but much like the body's immune response may reject a transplanted limb, so the body's most basic neural encoding, its inherent sense of self, or what Freud called the ID, may also reject a transplanted consciousness. The question is how to suppress that encoding, how to suppress, perhaps, the human soul itself. And he mentioned Dr. Malan here, and Dr. Malan was actually the main villain of Stasis. So it's actually nice to see that they are mentioning some of the characters from Stasis, in this case Dr. Malan. So was CAYNE Corporation the evil corporation in Stasis as well? I don't remember. I think it was, but whatever. So, March 4th. Now, here's an intriguing coincidence. I have discovered that a recent but otherwise bureaucratically insignificant employee in the facility is related to CAYNE. The genealogy is tedious, but definitely established. Could a genetic component be the solution to our problem? Acquisition could be precarious, but a man finds luck when where opportunity and preparation meet, and this man could use a bit of luck. I have an opportunity, so now to prepare. April 2nd. Hank is mostly my fault. Oh, Hank, he's that guy who died at the very beginning of the game, if I'm not mistaken. I'm afraid of the calendar, I told him this morning. Why? He asked. Because its days are numbered, I replied. And then I had to explain the joke because Hank is not exactly the most socially sophisticated boy. He's not exactly the most ordinary boy. I should have disposed of him with his host. I know, but I'm molding, and besides, I had always wanted a child. I had always wanted to be a dad. Ah, well that's sweet. I named him after my own late father. A man I confess I despised for reasons too numerous and humiliating to disclose here, but my colleagues in the lab call him the hobo. I should probably be insulted on his behalf, but I'm not sure I blame them. He might be a kind of Ersact's son. Ersact, no, that's a new word. But he is undeniably peculiar. Much like me, since adolescence, I have been fascinated, no, consumed by the prospect of incorporation. Of two people merging, absorbing and coalescing with each other and becoming one. It's obviously been a tremendous motivation for my ongoing research at the facility, but it's also profoundly personal. If I could transplant an adult's consciousness within an infant subject, it must be possible, with some recalibration, no doubt, but fundamentally not a dismissal process in theory. To transplant an adult's consciousness with another adult, it would certainly preclude the vulgar taboo, grisly mess, and dubiously esoteric prospects of old-fashioned cannibalism, anyway. And Joseph is the sort of man I had always wished I could be. Elegant, charismatic, generously endowed. I mean, I assume he's generously endowed. And May 23rd. CAYNE's project is absurd. The regrowth of organs is only a temporary solution to the permanent problem of inevitable infirmity, and a most impractical one. Sooner or later, the body itself must be replaced. Whatever his pious pretensions and shrieks of heresy. He can worship CAYNE all he wants, but science is, as they say, a non-profit organization. CAYNE is a client, even if he does technically pay our salaries. Our work here is not some occult apostolic devotion. It is legitimate, if maybe not entirely ethical, I'll concede, medical research for the future prosperity of humanity. Or the future prosperity of our facility, in Ralph's case. We're all about maximizing efficiency over here, and we didn't need a health and fitness officer when everybody who works in this lab is already a medical professional. In the meantime, progress on my own special order is exceeding expectations. Joseph has proven rather more resourceful than I had first imagined, although I'll claim the credit for his, extraordinary virility. I have started contriving arrangements for the host's transfer to my lab within the next 2 months or so, with final delivery scheduled just in time for the holidays. Oh, Dr. Adams, for me, you shouldn't have. Sorry, what are you implying here exactly? Because to me, it kind of sounded like he had ordered himself a woman, like a hooker or something. That's what it kind of sounded like to me. But I could be terribly wrong too. Maybe I'm just misreading or misunderstanding something here. Well, whatever. Anyway, July 10th. We have had a series of accidents in the lab. Actually, I suspect sabotage of some sort. I found some discrepancies in our security access logs, but the joke's on whomever is responsible, because the early termination of our last 2 host batches has provided a convenient subterfuge for the requisition of my own special order. Now I can watch it on the ultrasound monitor 24 hours a day. All other priorities rescinded. I wonder what he's meaning by special order. Whatever. Lastly, December 15th. Reports of an emergency situation elsewhere in the facility, although the details are infuriatingly, if unexpectedly, ambiguous. As per official company protocol, I have started the arduous process of backing up my lab work, but if a full evacuation is called, I could lose the most crucial progress I have made on the project. Progress which has, in fact, come almost to full term. And that was that. Okay, not nearly as much reading as last time, thankfully. Now, let's see, was there anything else that we could pick up? No. Dr. Adams. Wheezing obscenely with every breath, he watches Hadley with a smug, sanctimonious sneer. I assume that we can't talk to him more than this. But then again, do we really care to? Red hologram. Small plumes of holographic particles rotate slowly. They indicate that this door is locked. Force field, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that we can do here. Projector, an advanced portable energy field generator. Ah, so that's the thing that's creating this barrier. Okay. Well, let's leave.
Hadley, you can't leave me.
Well, we just did. See you, sucker. Something tells me that we have to go back there at some point. But now that we got this, we can go and extinguish the fires. Now, was it? Yeah, crew facilities. Here. Now, let's see if this works.
Excellent! And I totally knew it was going to do that.
Did you know? Okay, but it looks like inclined metal floor. An incredible force has bent the platform.
Nothing. I think that's what scares me. The idea that when we die, there's just nothing.
It's not nothing. Sounds like you have a life most are envious of. You have kids, right? A real family. Like people know you exist. Real life. Some of us never got off the starting line.
You will have a family soon.
When I die, I want to leave something behind. You have that. I have student debt and a goldfish.
Your legacy is the child inside of you.
This baby deserves more than what I could ever give. It deserves to be part of something. Something bigger than me. A family. A home. A future.
Okay, so there's another PDA and ripped open door, and we can't apparently go there. This apartment belongs to Cindy Malan. Oh, I just realized Cindy Malan. So that's Dr. Malan's relative, whom Dr. Adams just mentioned in his PDA. Interesting. Maybe we have to go there later at some point. Okay, but well, let's read this. Whose PDA is this? Ah, it's Joseph. Okay. Joseph Beuno.
Jerk! What the hell was I thinking?
Indeed. Quite a few updates here as well. Okay, let's hope that there's not too much reading here. I don't even want to know what happened in the lab. Keep up a bunch of pregnant bitches locked up in one place long enough, and shit's gonna go down. Everybody knows that. But with CAYNE arriving next month, and now this fucking disaster, security is getting tighter, and my clutch on leg day. LOL, gotta use that line at the interdepartmental mixer later. Between this, my new skincare regime, and that baby let's make like a DNA helicase and unzip these jeans t-shirt, those sluts from the organ grinder are gonna be slip and sliding off their sheets. Seats even, not sheets. Okay. Well, he sounds like a jerk. What was to be expected? I hit the jackpot. Hit it, but it didn't quit it, if you know what I mean. Smiley faces. Gonna keep this plate spinning because her name's Julia Kern. Oh yeah, we read her PDA in the last episode, I think. And she's only, wait for it, Professor Kern's daughter and his assistant. She's a solid 6.8 out of 10. Maybe even a 7.1 if she would shut the fuck up. Nice, deltoids. More importantly though, she's in charge of Samantha and her crops. I play this right and I have got free tickets to the organ grinder's petting zoo whenever I want. More like heavy petting zoo. Major threesome potential? Lol. Maybe. But seriously, this is just what you have been waiting for. Prosef? Prosef. Oh, oh wait, no, he's not referring to Joseph. Joseph is his name. Not sure who he's referring to by Prosef. I might even get to cop a feel of Samantha. Just thinking about it is getting me so hot. The new batch of hosts is gonna feel that burn tomorrow. Well, that sounds unpleasant. February 12th. Got some annoying new guy bothering us in the lab about the facility's new perpetual quantum power system. Danny something or other. Danny Boland was his name, I think. Total beta. He's even got a fucking pet bird. Oh yeah, him, he got the parrot. Had to sit through a whole presentation about shit, I don't know. I don't pay attention to jumps. I was too busy dreaming about the nasty things I'm gonna do with Samantha. Julia gave me the grand tour around the organ grinder yesterday. I noticed a sparse larva incubator canister in one of the store rooms. Oh, that's gonna be important, I think. It's a bit busted up, but I think I could fix it. The real problem is liberating some of those grubs. But just imagine, I could grow my very own sexy mermaid monster. Maybe I could even put in a requisition to CAYNE Tech for an extra orifice mod. LOL. In the meantime though, I have been cooking up a new sedative mix for the lab hosts that keeps them nice and compliant. But also just a bit awake, you know, low enough consciousness to keep the EEG normal, but high enough that they know when I'm working on my special projects. Gotta keep myself busy, you know. EEG, not sure what that is supposed to mean. Okay, March 18th. There's something wrong with the food. I swear, people are shitting out of their eyes. I told one of the interns that Danny's been dosing their rations with radioactive goo, because fuck that guy and his dumbass bird, and it's totally the kind of thing a beta loser like him would do for attention anyway. What the fuck is up with his cheese diet? Sure enough, everybody was blaming that asshole in about 2 hours. LOL. April 17th. Adams paid me to hook up with some chick off site last night. He gave me a bunch of performance enhancement pills. Like this sexual Tyrannosaurus needs it, lol. And I had to get video proof and everything. He was very insistent about that. I didn't know he was into that kinky voyeur shit. Actually, I kind of thought he was into me. That old creeper eyeballs me, like constantly. Does that make me some kind of like hot wife but a dude version? Is that gay? Whatever. It's cash in the bank and Julia won't ever find out. Like we didn't already have enough shit stains around the facility, CAYNE has sent us a fucking health and fitness officer to sort off the food problem. Instead of sending us more food, what the hell are those corporates smoking in the boardroom? Because I could use some of that. And July 29th. Shit's been fucking crazy. First, the ARM malfunctions in the lab. Don't know what the deal is there, but we have had eggheads coming in and out all hours trying to fix it, and we lost 2 shipments of hosts. On the one hand, it pushed us behind schedule, but on the other, the bruises on those whores were starting to show. Now I have got a whole fresh canvas for my art. Jesus, this guy sounds sick. But then again, all the employees here sound sick or twisted one way or another. No one here seems to be normal. And hey, remember Ralph? Actually no, I don't even know this Ralph person. Well, he's been mentioned a few times, but I don't exactly know who he is or what his position here is. Anyway, yeah, Ralph's out. Technically. It was kind of decided he would be more useful as the PDT printer's new CPU. Ah, okay, so that head inside the PDT printer's that glass container thingy, that was Ralph's head. Okay. And nobody else was more fit or healthy for the position. Lol. Now Ralph's doing some real work for the company and nobody has to worry about locking their macros and garbs and whatever. And I monitor my own anyway. Oh, and somebody found a thing in atmospherics. Like some kind of puppet made of rotting body parts. I'm pretty sure it's the hobo's girlfriend or some shit. Lol. I guess some guys gotta get it where they can, and let's be honest, who am I to judge? Last but not least, I think Grublina might be pregnant. Grublina, who was that supposed to be? That was a nickname for someone. Well, let's find out. Yeah, she's definitely getting fatter, and not just because she fucking ate Grubette. For reals, that is a thing that legit happened. Gnawed at her carcass for like a whole week, and her boobs are getting huge. A little punishment and they spew grub milk everywhere. It's actually kind of hot, but gross, but also hot. December 12th. Julia is beginning to irritate the shit out of me. Since when are a few bruises not a sign of love? A few. Lol. Chivalry when they like it and sexism when they don't. Dude, I'm totally the new resident DJ in the crew launch. My sexy tunes are making the bitches hot for a Prosef meetup. Get it? No, actually no, I don't get it. I have put my playlist on repeat on the vintage boombox. Pussy magnet! Ah, so it was his boombox in that other room here. With the huge Coca-Cola can. And lastly, December 19th. Some kind of emergency drill with the elevator. Don't know what it's about, but it's serious. Ah, now somebody's fucking screaming in the corridor. Gotta go, bruh. And then I assume that he died next. Maybe it was Samantha who killed the guy or woman who was screaming. Well, anyway, so that was Joseph. Very lovely fellow, isn't he? No, he's an asshole. Ripped open door. Even the frame and the walls are buckled and broken, as if by some furious preternatural force. Okay, what's in here? So Samantha is the only creature that we need to be worried about.
This room is much smaller than the other.
Maybe he drew the short straw.
This isn't the only small thing he has.
Really? Is that Joseph? Painted portrait. Returned in some holodiscs by G.P. Was it Joseph, whatever his name was, is scribbled in the corner. So Joseph something. Okay, so personal save, ripped up bed sheets. The reckless disarray suggests somebody was looking for something. Destroyed personal terminal. Whatever might have been useful, it's wiped out now. Junk. A pile of discarded junk. Nothing stands out as remarkable. Okay. Ah, there's another. Is that a door? Is there something behind this painting or portrait? Or maybe this is the big safe, and this portrait is just blocking it or something. So personal safe. It's a heavy-duty electronic safe with a biometric scanner. I think I have what I need for this. Safe lock. DNA sample required. DNA sample. Well, we got this picture with some white stuff on the top left corner.
DNA accepted.
Oh, and it must have had some fingerprints on it too. There. And does it want voice sample? Voice imprinting required. Oh yeah, I thought so. So, let's use this. Oh wait, what was it? Joseph Beuno. Oh yeah, that was the name. That was his whole name.
Voice playback.
Sit back and relax, and let the Broseph take you to a better place. Can I get a JOSEPH?
Voice input accepted.
Oh, okay.
This place keeps getting stranger.
It's not much of a barrier, but it's managed to keep this dirty secret safe. Dirty secret safe. Well, what kind of dirty secrets do we have here?
Oh dear. Can you understand me?
Oh my fucking god, he was not kidding.
Do you need, at a loss for words.
So this is his personal project. Doesn't look exactly like a mermaid, but... And there's an incubator canister, so we need this, but I'm kinda worried whether this fleshy creature is going to bite us and kill us or something if we get too close. Its mouth sucks wetly at the stale air. Bloated teeth heaving ponderously above a clammy, desultory accumulation of limp-like appendages that clatter and scrabble against the metal pen. Jesus. Kinda scared. Let's Let's save here. Okay. Let's see what's going to happen. Well, I assume that she's not that much of a threat because, well, because if she was, she would be in better restraints. Joseph Beuno, you sick fuck. Want to get naughty? Oh shit.
Come on.
Oh.
I don't have the stomach for this.
Okay, that was a bit random. Grublina milk. A pinkish fluid discharged from Grublina. Ah, so this is Grublina. Okay. Jesus. Then we need... What was that? Grimy yellowy mattress. A damp, mildewy stink emanates from the blankets. Okay. Incubation canister. So let's pick this one up. But he did mention that it's broken, right? Or maybe... But then again, he also said that he could possibly fix it, so maybe he did fix it. It's an unoccupied specimen containment device with built-in life support and feeding systems. Well, that sounds handy. Doesn't say that it's broken, so I guess it works. But it was actually quite random that we had to use a whip in order to get this stuff out of her. Well, he did mention how he got some milk out of something, but I don't remember exactly what he said anymore. Stripped down substructure. Panels have been removed from the walls to maximize space in the cramped annex, exposing dusty insulation and cabling. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything else here. So, it was a pleasure to meet you, Grublina. You know, I was actually kind of expecting Grublina to say, "Kill me," or something like that. You know, Alien Resurrection reference. I was so expecting her to say that, and and I'm a bit disappointed she didn't. But oh well. Yeah, sure. Okay, so yeah, I can't interact with these doors, so I guess I can't go to them. Nah, okay.
Don't want to take the phrase bun in the oven too literally.
Okay, there you go, good go. So, now we need to go to the... what was it? Birthing lab, I think it was called, with all the grubs, and then we use the incubation canister on that... well, whatever it was called. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Here, it was retrieving platform. Yeah, that's what it was called. Okay, so now we are gonna put this on the platform.
Hibernation in progress.
Ah, okay, so... Okay, so could we do anything with this terminal? Okay, so... No, it doesn't look like we can actually do anything here, but is there anything that we can use here? The grubs are responding negatively to maternal vocal calls. Don't think there's anything important here. Or at least it doesn't look like it. Doesn't mention temperature anyway, except it's all humidity except here. Oh wait, habitat humidity reduced from 84 RH for the 512-hour hibernation cycle. That might be important. Let me write that down. So it's 84 RH. Room humidity, I think it means. Anything else? Let's see if I'm missing anything else here. Something about temperature and possibly humidity. Doesn't look like it, no. Unless I'm just missing it. So could you repeat what you said?
Hibernation in progress.
So we have to wake them up. They are hibernating now, so let's see. Habitat humidity reduced. So we have to increase it back to 84. I take it. Well, there is that one terminal with the fleshy marionette thingy. So there is a terminal, and we could adjust the room temperatures and humidities. But the problem is that it showed the rooms in codes, number codes, and didn't actually have any names for them. So I didn't know that which room was which. So that's still a problem. And this is 512-hour hibernation cycle, so it's not this. Let's see. No, it's not these. They didn't have characters, letters, just numbers. Does it read? Well, maybe we don't need to know exactly what this room's number is, because we can increase the humidity to 84 for every single room. So maybe that's good enough. Or maybe I can see the number here. Let's see. Damn it, I can't see any numbers. Not on this wall anyway, and this wall is not visible. Well, let's go back inside real quick. Terminal. That doesn't have any numbers on it. Anything here? Ah, it says Groom Lake. Oh yeah, Groom Lake was that flying space station spaceship from Stasis. That's where we were in that game. So wait, are we in Groom Lake? Is this Groom Lake where we are in right now? The very same ship where we were in Stasis. Maybe. Although this is the very first time Groom Lake is even mentioned, I think. Atmosphere readout. This display primitively summarizes the current temperature, humidity, toxicity, and other status levels of the specimen habitat. Okay. And do I have anything? No, I don't think I have anything that I can use here right now. Okay. Okay. So let's leave. Let's see if we can find some numbers on the walls or something. Nothing here, okay. At least I don't see anything. But like I said, we can still go to that one room with the terminal and adjust the humidity to all in all rooms to 84. I don't see any numbers here either, and I can't go to the security access terminal here because if I go too close to it or too close to this or too close to this level here, rather, Samantha will come and kill us again. I'm pretty sure that Dr. Adams would not know anything about the grubs, or very little, and even if he did know, he would not help us, I don't think. But since we are here, let's go there and see if we can talk to him now or something. Well, he doesn't react to us, doesn't respond to us in any way. Yeah, okay, nothing here. Okay, so let's go to that room with the terminal. The one with the fleshy marionette, named after us, I believe, Hadley. Oh, she stops every time I do that. I should really stop doing that. Where could we use the milk for? That I don't know, but I'm sure we'll figure out soon. Okay, here. So let's see. Atmosphere control terminal. So we now need to use this. Oh, have to do this. It was PDT. There. Okay, so here it's 99%. Okay. Let's see. Is there any way we can tell at which room it is? No. So let's go to. Yeah, it was 84, but let's just go to 89, whatever. All to over 84. So maybe this will wake the little bastards up. But do I need to temper with the temperatures? Not sure about that. Let's hope not. So I don't need to backtrack all the way here to do it. Oh my fucking god, there's so many of them. Oh shit. Is there any way to tell which room it is? Doesn't look like it, no. But I guess I have to do it like this. I don't know how else I can figure out the area ID of that room. Just have to do it this way manually. Ah, finally, thank fucking god. Now, all of the rooms have their room humidities increased to over 90 so percent. Okay, let's go with this. Let's go with this, and let's just hope that I did that right. That I understood correctly what I had to do. Because if not, all of that clicking was for nothing. My forefinger is feeling quite tiring here. Okay, so back to the protein labs we go. Okay, it doesn't look like anything has changed. Please tell me that's not the case.
Hibernation in progress.
Son of a bitch.
Notice weighted canister required full drop extraction.
Okay, we can't do anything with this.
Ain't nobody got time for this. Probably needs to get her head checked.
Ah. Okay, can we... So this is what we needed the milk for. Some mammary secretion has been placed inside the incubator. Okay.
Hibernation in progress.
Okay. So we did that, fine, but now what?
Hadley, what would your mother say?
Okay. So I guess all that clicking was for nothing. Damn you, game. Okay, so... have I missed anything? I'm making a note of the crew facility's password in case Poland locks me out again. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the humidity change didn't work. Or maybe we didn't change the humidity of this room. That's also possible. What am I supposed to do next? Where did we need this milk for? I did read something about the milk that you got from a Grublina or something else, but I don't remember what it was for. Let's see, is there any other place where we can go? Is there anything anywhere else where we have some unfinished business? I don't think so, no. Maybe I should go and check out Joseph's PDA again. Okay, so let's see. Where was it mentioned? Somewhere here later. I think Grublina might be pregnant. Yeah, thanks to you, you sick a-hole. Fucking... And not just because she fucking ate Grubet. So wait, he made... So Grublina ate Grubet, his first creation? You sick son of a bitch. Yeah, she ate her. And her boobs are getting huge, little punishment, and they spew group milk everywhere. Oh yeah, that's what we did. Oh yeah, so he did mention that a little punishment, and they spew group milk everywhere, and that's what we did. Gave a little punishment. It's actually kind of hot, gross but hot. Let's see. It doesn't mention where he used the milk. Not here. Yeah, maybe he doesn't mention that where it could be used, or what he did with it. But then again, I don't think I even want to know what he did with it. Yeah, he fixed the canister. The real problem is liberating some of those grubs. But just imagine I could grow my very own mermaid monster. Didn't quite succeed in that. Cooking up a new sedative mix for the lab hosts that keeps them nice and compliant, but also just a bit awake. You know, low enough consciousness to keep the EEG normal, but high enough that they know when I'm working on my special projects. Gotta keep myself busy, you know. Sedative mix. So we have that sedative mix now, I think. Ah, yeah, okay, so yeah. So we need to make the sedative mix for those grubs, okay, and then put it inside here, and yeah, that's all what we needed. We're not supposed to use this for anything else, just for the grubs, okay. Okay. Now, since I'm here, should I go and check out his place again? I don't think that there's anything that I have missed, but might as well check it out real quick since we are here. So I don't need to run all the way back here. Can't find anything interesting. Well, let's check out how Grublina is doing. She seems to be doing fine. can't interact with her anymore, in case we don't need to. Musty gelatinous discharge seeps from its abdominal ducts with each racked breath. Yeah, nothing here. Let's just leave, and now, where should we go from here? Still got the Omni tool, a whip, and PDT, and then this, of course. We haven't used the data records even once, I don't think. A data disk that contains the medical records of one patient, and that's our number, I think. Haven't used that for anything even once yet. Okay, folks, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do next. We just need to figure out... But, wait, no. I was about to say that we need to figure out what's the number of this room. But then again, it wouldn't hurt us to know that. But more specifically, even if we did know what the number of this room is, I don't know what to do exactly. I mean, we did increase the humidity. Presumably, we increased the humidity in this room to over 84. Maybe it should be exactly 84. And if that's the case, then... Oh, fuck me. It could be that too. It could be that. Possibly, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll test that out in the next episode. So I'm gonna end this episode here, and in the next one, well, let's try to figure out what to do next here in this room and wake up these small bastards. So, as always, if you have any ideas, suggestions, or if you have played this game before and you know what to do, then I could appreciate a small, tiny, weeny hint or something like that. Something that I can work with. So, until next time, thank you for watching once again, and see you next time for more CAYNE.